for me to get some recognition. This blessed art form is judged by criteria, not by no big name and no cultural minister. When I perform 10 full to capacity, cause I'm bad, just like that. People come from Queen City to support me, cause I'm bad, just like that. I'm not Taco and far from being Astro, but watch your back bad, just like that. Watch your back bad, 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 just like that. Watch your back bad, 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 just like that. Now it's time to do some reflection, to analyze last year where I went wrong. Fans and critics say my second song was too flat. I tell them what the backstage butterfly was the cause of that. When I perform 10 full to capacity, cause I'm bad, just like that. People come from Sabre just to support me, cause I'm bad, just like that. I'm not fantash and Papa be this and that, but watch your back bad, just like that. Watch your back bad, 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 just like that. Watch your back bad, 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 just like that. Are missing from the government. Check big like South Up, that's the segment. It's been a long, long time they in this business. Remember I just start, I'm not taking that risk. When I perform 10 full to capacity, cause I'm bad, just like that. People come from Miami to support me, cause I'm bad, just like that. I'm not big lies and far from being convinced, but watch your back bad, just like that. Watch your back bad, 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 just like that.
Yes, man, watch your back. He's bad, 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 bitty, bad, bad, just like that. Believe it or not, the time, it's exactly 11 o'clock in the studios of ZIZ Radio, and we're going to make that break and take you into another session of The Edge. You stick and stay right where you are.
ZIZ Radio, entertaining the nation, enjoyed by the world. From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
Good morning, St. Kitts and Nevis, and you're listening to The Edge here in ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me in the program for today, Tuesday, November 26th, 2024. It's just 5 minutes past the 11 o'clock hour. When we open the phone lines, you may call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. And this program is also being carried live via our social media platforms. Check us out on our YouTube channel at ZIZ Online and via Facebook at ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation. Let me greet those of you who are listening from other parts of the world. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you so much for tuning in to the discussion for today. I'll take you right up until noon, looking at things happening here in St. Kitts and Nevis of national importance. And of course, giving you, the listeners, an opportunity to weigh in, ask your questions, make your comments, share your ideas, suggestions, concerns for a better and improved St. Kitts and Nevis. Just for your information's sake, the National Assembly of St. Kitts and Nevis will meet this coming Thursday. The order paper has been issued for a sitting of the National Assembly this Thursday, November 28th at 10 a.m. And during that sitting, 4 bills are expected to get their second reading related to the government's good governance legislative agenda. The Minister with responsibility for agriculture, the Honorable Samuel Duggins, will move the second reading of the Public Parks Regulation Amendment Bill. And the Minister with responsibility for sustainable development, Dr. Joel Clark, will move the second reading of the Community Beautification and Safety Bill. Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew will move the second reading of the Aspire Bill 2024 and the Advanced Passenger Information and Passenger Name Record Bill 2024. Now, both of these bills had their first reading on November 8th, 2024. Of course, the assembly will be carried live here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM and participating radio stations, and it can be viewed live on Channel 5 in St. Kitts and Channel 98 in Nevis. And of course, for those of you interested in listening via the internet, you may do so at www.zizonline.com. If you're interested in looking at more of the other bills that will be tabled in the Parliament this coming Thursday, you may visit www.sknis.gov.kn. That's the St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service, and you may find the copy of the bills. You may go through and see exactly what is listed in these bills. So again, that is happening this Thursday. I also want to mention again, for the benefit of the public, a few persons were just asking to share the information once again, and this is in relation to the Aspire program, which is achieving success through personal investment, resources, and education. So for those of you who may be too late to sign up, but there will be on-site support during the course of the week. They began yesterday and they will continue up until Friday, November 29th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And this will be at the cable office in Keon Street. You are encouraged to bring, and that is the parent, two valid IDs, the child's birth certificate or the citizenship certificate, and a recent proof of address within the last 3 months. For more information, you may call 465-2588 or visit the website at aspire.gov.kn. Don't wait until the last minute and say you did not get an opportunity to sign up your child or children. Please take advantage of the on-site support that is being offered by the cable and by the government in collaboration with the cable. It's happening this week and it concludes on Friday. And again, the times are 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Ensure that you have your 2 valid IDs, the child's birth certificate or citizenship certificate and a recent proof of address. It's 11 past. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll get into our discussion for today. Thank you so much for joining me on today's edition of The Edge. Stay tuned, and I'll be right back.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
Looking to transform your home or build that dream project? Look no further than Builders Paradise, the market leader in St. Kitts and Nevis for doors, windows, tiles, granite countertops, PVC, chain link fencing, and accessories. From cement to beautiful tiles, to stunning granite countertops, to secure galvanized pipes and durable chain link fencing. We've got everything you need under one roof. Whether you're building a house, upgrading your kitchen, or securing your property, Builders Paradise delivers top quality materials at the cheapest prices. And it doesn't stop there. Explore a wide range of PVC solutions, strong and durable galvanized pipes, and a variety of doors and windows designed to suit any style and budget. We're the trusted partner for contractors, builders, and do-it-yourself homeowners. Builders Paradise, building dreams, one quality product at a time. Call us at 466-4938 or visit us today. Build your dreams at Builders Paradise.
If you're working for a while, come by Cuts, I'll make you smile. Cuts Black Friday come around. We are the best prices in town. Yeah, it's back, Cuts Black Friday. I tell you, hurry fast, traffic on the highway. You know we got unbeatable prices. And furniture, electronics and appliances. Are you coming? Say yeah. Weekly prices. And best deals of this season. Shop and credit to win big. And pay nothing until next year, February. Rock out and come down to court. Cuts already load. Cuts already load. Cuts already load. When Black Friday come out.
Hi everyone, this is the voice of Erica Edwards, and I am inviting you out to my 3rd annual Christmas concert on December 1st, Sugar Apple Portland, Bastille. Performances by Takaila, Ariana, Zazu, Destiny, Alia, Tiana, Edward, Naraya, Jadicia, Abraham. We also have Shekinah Dance Theater by Lad Chalasa SKN. Ooh, and don't forget, we have something special for you. 2 guest artists, Amina and Ideli Napi, backed by the Symphony Band, Ariel Peach, and Jerome Hunkins. To our official partners, thank you. TDC, the Department of Youth and Empowerment, and the Keynes Family Foundation. See you there at 5 p.m. sharp. Have a merry Christmas!
The future is unknown. Protect your life, your family, and your valuables from unforeseen circumstances. Let National Caribbean Insurance give you the peace of mind that you so deserve. At NCI, we offer a suite of affordable insurance plans that can be tailored to ease your financial burden. We aim to deliver exceptional products to satisfy all your insurance needs. Whether life, health, motor, or property insurance, NCI has the right solution for you. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales professionals are ready and able to assist you. Let National Caribbean Insurance Company Limited help you to prepare for the unexpected. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Welcome back to the Edge here in ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me on the program for today, November 26th. Today is Tuesday. It's just 11:15. Now, St. Kitts and Nevis will be holding the 28th meeting of the Council of Ministers of National Security and Law Enforcement of CARICOM. So all the ministers with responsibility for law enforcement, national security will be here in St. Kitts and Nevis from November 28th to 29th. Now the event will be chaired by Dr. Terence Chu, who serves as Prime Minister and Minister of National Security and Immigration. Dr. Chu has made tackling crime on a regional level a priority, and the meeting is a step towards achieving that objective. Now, as part of CARICOM's commitment to ensuring the safety and security of its member states, the Council will gather to discuss and develop strategies to combat transnational crime, which continues to pose a significant threat to the region. The agenda for the meeting will include the formulation and implementation of measures aimed at enhancing collaboration and coordination among member states. And so that simply means working with our counterparts in the region. For example, St. Kitts and Nevis working alongside Antigua and Barbuda. Antigua and Barbuda are working alongside St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It means that we're staying in constant communication and ensuring that we are on the same page, while at the same time share ideas and best practices in terms of tackling this issue of crime. The discussions are expected to focus on improving intelligence sharing, strengthening border security, and advancing legislative frameworks to ensure a unified response to criminal activities that transcend national boundaries. Dr. Jusari emphasized the importance of the regional cooperation in addressing these issues. He said, quote, "Our collective security depends on our ability to work together and share resources, information, and best practices. The meeting is a testament of the commitment to protecting our people and ensuring a safe and secure Caribbean." One of the major issues that we face in the Caribbean is issues with border security and ensuring that our borders are properly patrolled. We have the issues, of course, of guns and gun trafficking. We've heard from our own police force and other police forces across the region where they continue to discover illegal firearms. And we have been saying for I would say even from the beginning of time, that we don't manufacture guns here in St. Kitts and Nevis. We don't manufacture guns in the Caribbean. We don't, to my knowledge, have a gun factory, but we still are being plagued by this issue. We are still seeing a case where the criminals have guns that are larger and more powerful than that of the armed forces. And we continue to ask ourselves the questions, well, how is this happening? How are the guns getting into our region? What is the causes of this? How can we tackle this issue? What strategies or what legislative framework or whatever, what can we do to simply put this to an end or completely slow it down? And we have been talking, in some instances we have been working, we have been coming together and putting ideas. And so of course any right thinking person is still going to ask the question, well, why are we not seeing the amount of progress that is expected when we have been putting in the work? No, I believe that if you're going to tackle the issue of gun trafficking, it cannot just be from the Caribbean standpoint, because again, we don't manufacture guns. And so CARICOM and other countries in the region not only must engage with the United States of America, but stay in constant communication and collaboration to address this issue. Because while you may look at it on the surface and say, well, you know, we have guns and it's the murders, but just as how we spend millions and perhaps billions of dollars on an annual basis in response to the climate crisis, we are spending millions of dollars, and collectively as a region, that is, we are spending millions of dollars to address this issue of crime and gun trafficking. Because here it is that these firearms, illegal firearms, are coming into our region, into our territory, and it is hindering the progress of other sectors of the economy. Because governments across the region have to pump millions into healthcare. When you show up to the hospital with a gunshot wound, that has to be paid for by the state. And so millions and millions of dollars are pumped into national security and fighting crime and law enforcement, when that could have been used in a different sector. No, I'm not saying that to say that we should not put the necessary emphasis and focus on ensuring that we have a good national security or a good security infrastructure or system in place. But we talk about climate change and the climate crisis and how small island developing states are spending, in some cases, billions of dollars or millions of dollars to tackle this issue. And you have small countries like St. Kitts and Nevis that are working tirelessly to secure funding to address the issue. We still have to deal with crime and violence. We still have to deal with crime and violence. So while I made the point earlier that it would take, and it may mean that Caribbean countries would have to stay in communication with the United States and other regional partners and other international partners as it relates to crime and violence, it doesn't mean that we take a back step. And when I say we, members of the community. And so programs that we may see as just an ordinary program may have a far-reaching impact. And so it's going to mean that we're going to probably need more after-school programs, more programs to target at-risk youth. Try to find a way to touch base and communicate and let the at-risk youth know that they still have a chance at life. And there is still something positive that they can do in their community. There is still a contribution that they can make to make their community even better. So we're looking at it at the level of, okay, this is sophisticated. They're having all of these big meetings and there's nothing coming out of these meetings. But the purpose of the meeting really and truly is to set the agenda and to update on what has been done over the years. Collaborate, keep in communication. But we, as a community, we still have our part to play. And I remember when I was having the conversation about this crime issue, and I was talking to someone about it, and they were of the view that it is not necessarily the responsibility of the armed forces, of the police, to prevent crime. And I was like, what do you mean by that? They said the social programs, the after school programs, the girls' guide and Boys Brigade, and these different community-based programs and programs from the church and school. These are the programs that are supposed to nip it in the bud early. These are the programs that are supposed to identify at-risk youth. And then for extreme measures per se, that is where you involve the armed forces and the police. So fighting crime and tackling this issue is a shared responsibility. But it is something that I believe we must take very seriously. We can't continue to keep talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. Or else we're not going to get anywhere at all. I've been hearing about collaboration on tackling the issue of gun trafficking. But we need to see something happen real soon in CARICOM. We need to see something happen real soon in the Caribbean. Because I believe that it is negatively impacting the growth of the region and even us here in St. Kitts and Nevis. Because we are losing our young men and women. We are losing future neurosurgeons. We are losing future teachers. We are losing future electricians. We are losing businessmen and women. We are losing people who perhaps would have been able to make a contribution to the development of their community. We are losing our people. And we must continue to do what is necessary to tackle this issue. I think I've spoken for quite some time. We're going to open the phone lines and give you, the listeners, an opportunity to weigh in, lend your voice to the conversation at hand. Call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll open the phone lines and allow the callers to weigh in. Stay tuned.
ZIZ Radio, entertaining the nation, enjoyed by the world. From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
The MVI Connect is showing its appreciation for your support by offering its Christmas special discount price starting now. Sedans and regular SUVs can now make the crossing between our twin islands for only EC $200 round trip. Discounts available on other types of personal vehicles as well. At this price, there's no need to think about it. Just roll on, roll off, and go have fun. A new schedule takes effect from 1st November, so visit them at www.iconnectskn.com and iConnectSKN on Facebook, or call them at 662-6818 for up-to-date schedule and pricing information. MVI Connect, bridging the crossing.
If you're working for a while, come by Cots, I'll make you smile. Cots Black Friday come around. We are the best prices in town. Yeah, it's back, Cots Black Friday. I tell you, hurry fast, traffic on the highway. You know we got unbeatable prices. And furniture, electronics and appliances. Are you coming? Say yeah. Weekly prices. Biggest and best deals of this season. Shop and credit to win big. And pay nothing until next year, February. down to court. Cuts already load. Cuts already load. Cuts already load. When Black Friday come out.
Hi everyone, this is the voice of Erica Edwards, and I am inviting you out to my 3rd annual Christmas concert on December 1st, Sugar Apple Portland, Bastia. Performances by Takaila, Ariana, Zazu, Destiny, Alia, Tiana, Edward, Naraya, Jadicia, Abraham. We also have Shekinah Dance Theater by Lad Chalasa SKN. And don't forget, we have something special for you. 2 guest artists, Amina and Ideli Napi, backed by the Symphony Band, Ariel Peach, and Jerome Hunkins. To our official partners, thank you. TDC, the Department of Youth and Empowerment, and the Keynes Family Foundation. See you there at 5 p.m. sharp. Have a Merry Christmas!
Welcome back to the Edge and ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne Cornelius, your host, and thank you for joining me on the program for today. 11:31. The phone lines are open, and we take your calls at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Call us and lend your voice to the conversation at hand as we talk about tackling this issue of crime and gun trafficking here in the region. Phone lines are open, and we take your calls, your ideas, suggestion. What do you believe should be done to address this issue? We have our first call for this morning.
Hello.
Caller, good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. Yeah, the Caribbean don't make a lot of things, you know, and we enjoy them. So, we don't make shares and all of that. And many things. Many computers and stuff. But we enjoy the use of them. So, they must look at that too. And the bigger boys in the Caribbean only come into the small ones because they let the situation slip away from them. Now, are you familiar with Singapore? The country of Singapore?
Yes.
An island state. Very rich, very well organized, very well managed, including the type of laws that they infringe on some of your human rights. To keep things under control, we need to borrow from them. Borrow from them and don't need a whole lot of foolishness about human rights and human rights and human rights. And keep under control, and we must enforce the penalties. They've run in the house and violate laws, and some of them ain't even gazetted. So, we need to do what we're supposed to do and have guts. If you lose of your vote, doesn't matter, it's for the good of the country. Have a good day.
Alright, caller, thank you so much for your contribution. Let's hit this call. You're on the air, caller. Good morning. Okay, we seem to have lost that caller. I'm not hearing the callers clearly. I don't know if it's a volume issue or something, but they're not coming through very. Yeah, it sounds kind of low. But the phone lines remain open: 465-2555, 718-577-2916. I have a caller. Let's take this call. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing well. And you?
Yeah, not too bad.
All right, good to hear. Yeah.
One of the major problems that we have is that some of us benefit from crime. You see, it is sad to say, but it's the reality. And even some persons in high authority, it's sad to say, but it's true. And guess what? Because we have a small community, a small society, a small nation, it hits very hard. You know? 68 square miles. It's sad to say, but it's the reality. And that's the reason why it's difficult for guns and ammunition. It's difficult to stop them from coming in. Because the thing is, it's not cheap to have arms move from one point to the next. It is not cheap. You and I cannot afford that sort of luxury because it's expensive. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
We have to face the reality.
Mm-hmm.
You know? We have to face that reality. And so, I mean, we have to beg. I have to use the word beg because it's high time now. We have to beg the politicians, you know, to get serious about fighting crime. You know, we lose our dignity. We lose our pride.
Caller, can you speak up a bit, please?
We lose our dignity. We lose our pride during campaign.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we support them. We do all manner of things. We say all manner of things to get them elected.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, we suffer.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make any sense. You know? How long have we been talking about this issue? How long has it been plaguing us? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Who are the ones that feel the brunt of it? The poor people. You see? The voters. The supporters, the party supporters, we are the ones, we always give the support and then we still always get the beating. We need to open up our eyes. Good program as usual, good program, but we need to open our eyes and recognize where the problem lies. Because you and I cannot fund the movement of arms. It's an expensive process. Expensive. We need to open our eyes. If we really love our country, I mean, come on, we cannot wait until it's too late for it to hit home and say, oh, I should have said something or I should have done something. The time is now. The time is now. Thank you.
And thank you, Carla, for your contribution to the program. It's 11:37. I was looking at a report from Reuters, which was done in April of 2023, and it zoomed in on Caribbean armed violence, and that is fueled by small-scale gun traffickers. So they do it in bits and pieces. They probably come through with the trigger and the bullet and bits and pieces. And according to the report by Sarah Morland of the Reuters, it says that high rates of gun violence in the Caribbean are being fueled by small-scale trafficking, largely from the United States, via shipping firms, commercial airlines, and by post, according to a new report by the Geneva-based Small Arms Survey. It went on to say that Caribbean countries suffer 3 times more violent deaths than the global average, often caused by firearms despite tight regulations on gun ownership and little domestic manufacturing, the report found. This is a very serious, very, very, very serious issue. So small-scale trafficking, which is now leading to a major issue. It is something that is, yes, I agree with you, Carla. It's been going on for quite some time, but for me, I wouldn't say that we throw our hands in the air and surrender. Not saying that you're suggesting that, but I'm saying, we don't throw our hands in the air and surrender and say, well, bye, I give up, because really and truly we've been doing our part, but we have not been seeing the results that we'd like to see. As I've as is always said, crime is everybody's business, and it simply means that you must do your part and play your role in helping to tackle the issue. It's 11:40. The phone lines remain open at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. I mean, gun trafficking is not the only issue we have here plaguing, I would say, small island developing states. We have the issue of drug trafficking, and that ties into gun trafficking. No, I don't know if it was the caller or somebody else, but the reality with things like these is that there are people who benefit from the movement of these things, and there are people who benefit bigly. They benefit in enormous ways, and whether it be people who have that authority or just an ordinary person, there are people who benefit from all across the globe. So I'm not pinpointing and finger pointing at any particular region, but I'm being realistic with you, and I'm being as candid as I could possibly be when we're talking about the issues that we face as it relates to violent crime and crime. But it doesn't mean, again, that we should throw our hands in the air and say, well, we're not going to continue doing what we're doing to tackle the issue. Because I've been saying, and reports have been done as to how it is affecting the development of the region. We can't be further ahead in other areas because we have to spend, or we have to allocate millions of dollars towards addressing this issue. And I use the comparison of the climate crisis, where SIDS, or small island developing states, are trying to tap into funding to address climate crisis because of how it is impacting the region. But what about the crime? We have a caller. Let's head back to the phone lines. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Yes, you bring the point. Because the drugs and the gun have to be together. That's how sometimes the killing just come. Because some of them who had the drugs, they want it and they can't get it. So it come something for that. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, and I hear on the radio that the CBI will be paying taxes. Think it's one too?
At
this radio, I hear on the news that CBI will be paying taxes. So I just want to know if think CBI will be get to pay tax too.
No, I don't have any information on that.
No, but I hear it, so relax. I don't say you know.
Right, so I'm telling you, so I'm responding to you.
You have to ask things.
Yeah, but I'm responding to you now to tell you that I don't have any information on that.
No, but if sometimes if you even have, well, you never really shit like that. See you.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Let's take this break and we'll come back. You're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. Stay tuned and we'll be right back.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
The MVI Connect is showing its appreciation for your support by offering its Christmas special discount price starting now. Sedans and regular SUVs can now make the crossing between our twin islands for only EC $200 round trip. Discounts available on other types of personal vehicles as well. At this price, there's no need to think about it. Just roll on, roll off, and go have fun. A new schedule takes effect from 1st November, so visit them at www.iconnectskn.com and iConnectSKN on Facebook, or call them at 662-6818 for up-to-date schedule and pricing information. MVI Connect, bridging the crossing.
Pandora Jewelry brings the sparkle to Black Friday with 30% off store-wide. Treat yourself or someone special with lovingly crafted jewelry and gifts. Shop now through December 3rd and enjoy 30% off your entire purchase. Only at Pandora Jewelry. Offer valid only at participating Pandora retailers. Exclusions apply. See stores for details.
Available at IC Jewelers Port Zante. Call 767-5037 for details.
Welcome back to the Edge and ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me on the program for today. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to The Edge. The phone lines are open. Call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. We are on the topic of crime and violence, and what led us into this is that St. Kitts and Nevis will be hosting the 28th meeting of the Council of Ministers of National Security and Law Enforcement of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM, and it will be held from November 28th to 29th, and the event will be chaired by Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, who serves as the Minister of National Security, Citizenship and Immigration. The agenda for the meeting will include the formulation and implementation of measures aimed at enhancing collaboration and coordination among member states to effectively address the challenges posed by transnational crime. And the discussions will focus on improving intelligence sharing, strengthening border security, and advancing legislative frameworks to ensure a unified response to criminal activities that transcend national boundaries. We have a call on the line. The phone lines are open. We're taking your calls, 465-2555. Let's take this call. Hello, caller on the air. Good morning. Yeah, caller on the air. Good morning.
You hear me good?
Yes, I'm hearing you well. Go ahead.
The lady they want to call in from your program. Well, you to tell her do not call in from the program again. Because she always disrespecting you. She always does it. This is the first time I call in on the program. Because she always does it, man. You don't do them kind of thing there. You don't get what you want all the time. You got to listen to people. And you don't try to tell her, wait, young lady, listen. When you tell her listen, what she do? She hang up on you. And she tell you, see you. No, you don't do that, man. But tell the lady don't call in on your program, Devon.
I hear you.
Serious?
I listen, yeah. I understand.
Anyway, all the best. All right.
I understand where you're coming from. You're listening to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. Well, you guys would hear sometimes when she would ask questions, I'll try to respond as best as I could. I respond with the information that I have. But I could recall, I think a few programs back where I did mention, and I keep mentioning, I believe that respect is earned, it is not given, and it goes both ways. So I have a duty to respect the callers, and the callers have a duty to respect me as the host. And it is the only way we could have fruitful conversations. I know sometimes jabs are made, and you don't take it personal, but I still don't believe in disrespect. Let's head back to the phone lines and we'll take this call. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Yes, it's me. Tell the man he must say something because you cut me off, so that's nothing. Hey, you. Tell the man call him.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll cut you off now. You have a good and wonderful day. It's 11:50. You
have to fix that love affair,
Huh?
That love affair is...
When we took a break a while ago, somebody just called me and asked me when is the wedding.
Yeah, everybody knows that you guys have a love affair going on.
Actually, when is the wedding?
You got to take it off here.
Huh?
You guys going to have to take it off.
But I got to laugh, yeah. If I don't laugh, I'm going to ball. The phone lines remain open, 465-2555, 718-577-2916. We are winding down. You're listening to The Edge. If you're just tuning in, we're looking at how crime is affecting us here in the region. And I was sharing with you that we will be hosting the Council of Ministers meeting focused on addressing national security and law enforcement. This meeting takes place on the 28th, which is this Thursday, actually. So this Thursday and Friday, if you're seeking more information on this meeting, you may call 467-1209, or you could contact the Permanent Secretary for National Security, glenroy.blanchett@gov.kn. The Prime Minister says that the focus for the meeting is for the region to really work together and share resources, information, and best practices. We have a call on the line. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Yeah, Devon, I'm going to defend you again. Tell the lady they check on the manners. You try to ask a question and she hung her pant up for you. But tell the lady don't call back on the station. Check on the manners. I don't care who she be. Check on the manners, man. You do people talking to you and you can hang up on the man. Check on the manners, man. Okay, Devon.
All right, caller. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your call to the program. But yeah, it's 11:52. We're taking your calls here on The Edge. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Yeah, let me tell you something, right? Everybody got their opinion. I understand you that you got to respect different people. Respect you. For some jobs are there. Some jobs are will be difficult to do. Right? Understand you can meet different people. That's why you can be in the world all the time. Because minister disrespect me already too. But he's saying that me. I mean, I hear all the condition to that. Me, ask a question to Douglas already. In number 7. And he said he can tell me. You understand? I mean, I hear enough people with that. But because hear him talk about Trump, how Trump behavior. Trump behavior, two Trump we got. One in thinking, one in America. Say what you want and win. All the best.
All right, caller, thank you for your contribution to the program. It's 11:54 and you're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. If you're just tuning in, we've been talking about how crime has been impacting the growth of small island developing states, and I use the comparison of climate change and how we have been meeting with developed countries, how we have been having conversations with international partners in response to this climate crisis. Countries in St. Kitts and Nevis and countries across the region have been realigning and redesigning their strategies to respond to the climate crisis. For us here in St. Kitts and Nevis, the government announced climate resilient or climate smart homes, the climate smart hospital, which in simple terms means that we are building and we are investing in infrastructure that could adapt, that could respond to the intensifying storms, irregular rainfall, and the list goes on. This is what we would have to do to tackle the issue. And my thing is, we either move forward and adapt with the times, or we get left behind and we suffer the consequences. And so we have to find a way to keep moving forward and adapt to the new changes. We're talking about crime. We have to continue with our after-school programs, with our social groups, and we have to allow our children to participate. If you have a child or children and you realize that they have a passion for something, it may be a sport, cricket, football, they may be involved in steel pan, they may be involved in drama, acting, whatever it is, as long as it is something positive. This is my advice to your parents. Support them every step of the way. Every step of the way. Try your best. Now, yes, one may make the argument that, well, I have done all of that and my child still went down the path of destruction, and they still went astray, and they still became an at-risk and end up in the life of crime. But you would never know unless you try. And so these programs and these things, I believe, are really important to help us to address the issue of preventing. We know, and we have always heard, that prevention is better than cure. Right? And these are the things that we must take very seriously. These are things that we definitely must not take for granted. So when we're talking about attacking the issue of crime, it means that we have to do the grassroots work. We have to do the simple things that may seem or come across as being simple. It may mean that if you are skilled in electrical work, start an afternoon program. And instead of charging $100, you charge $20 a month, because you want to pass on that knowledge to the younger people in your community and in your area. And not just to pass on knowledge, but they could have been down the road in bad company, but instead they're learning a skill, they're learning a trade that would put them in a better position to provide for their families and to provide for the people they love. This is the idea behind all of these things. It's 11:58. You've been listening to The Edge for Tuesday, November 26th, 2024. I've been your host, Devonne Cornelius, and let me say thank you so much for tuning in, taking time out of your schedule to listen to another edition of The Edge. Until next time, stay safe, don't drink and drive, don't text and drive. Please take your time on the road, give thanks for life. See you tomorrow, same time, same station. There won't be a program on Thursday because of the sitting of the National Assembly. You guys take care and have a good lunch.